Hey guys, this is Fiend Tech here, and today I will be unboxing the Griffin Survivor case for the iPhone 5. Okay, so as you can see here, there's a big survival logo on the front, and all over the case, it uses the phrase military grade. So you can see here, just at the side, if I focus in, it says US military standard. Then below it says military duty case and belt clip. And then underneath it says it in a different language. So if I just show you the bottom of the case, you have the logo and it says it is for the new iPhone, which I have here. So on the side of the case you will see it says Survivor in huge writing. At the bottom you have some other information, and on the other side it just tells you some stuff about the case, which it explains further on the back. So as you can see here, it is repellent from wind, sun, vibrations, sand and dust, and shock and drop. And this case does come in 2 layers, so it will provide pretty much all the protection, and this is one of the most protective cases you need, or you can get for your iPhone. At the bottom you just have their Facebook and Twitter links, and then you have the ready for everything slogan. So you can see there's just a huge glass, well, not glass, there's a see-through panel at the front showing you the case, and on the side it has some of the information that is on the back about the dust and the wind and all that good stuff. But for the moment I'm just going to get into this thing and show you how it looks. So there is this sturdy cardboard container that it's in, that is it's stuck in there pretty well. So once you get it out, you have to well, you get this little instruction manual, but what you have to do is unclip the belt clip to get it unattached from the cardboard, and it certainly did take me a few tries to manage to do that. So just bear with me as I get this out the box. As you can see, it is wedged in well. That is the belt clip at the back, which is handy for people who wear belts. It means if you're just walking around the city or something, then you can just have it in your belt. It can be very handy. It's easier to access than a pocket, and it means it doesn't fill up your pockets, and it's less likely to fall out. Okay, so I have managed to get it out here, and you can see the belt clip is just there, and it does rotate round, as I'll show you after I take it off. So you can have it horizontally on your belt if you would like, or vertically. So there's another piece of cardboard here, and you may not be able to see this, but when I actually opened it, the front screen had collapsed in, which is, I'm not sure if it just got roughed up in shipping, but for a case that prides itself for kind of protection and can't even make it through the postage that well, isn't too good. Now the problem didn't seem to be too big. I could it just, the glue had come undone and I was able to push it together. But if I just show you, yeah, there you can just see that the kind of plastic material that protects your screen came off. So I was able to put that back on and it was okay in the end. So you just have another little warranty policy thing from Griffin. But now what I'm going to do is get into the case itself. So actually earlier I think I said there's 2 layers, but I was wrong. There are 3 layers to this case. You have the hard plastic layer, the soft outer layer, and then the screen cover. So you just take it off like this first, and then grab your iPhone and slot it into the plastic layer. So it is quite a fiddly case to get into, but it can be worth it if you're very clumsy, or say you're going in a place where say you're out walking or something, and if you drop your phone it's gonna crack off a huge sharp rock or something like that, and you really do need that protection. So some people do like to have this kind of protection on their phone. So once I just clip it into this plastic bit, you do see it fits pretty well there. and does pretty much cover all the phone apart from the front. Then you just need to clip it into the outer layer. Now, this case, to make it more kind of life-proof, suppose you could say, I don't think it is fully waterproof, but it will be pretty good against water, but it's not the kind of thing you could drop in a river. So it has all these flaps that cover the ports and the buttons and things like that, and camera. So getting the hard plastic bit into these flaps is not always the easiest of things. So it does take a bit of a while to get the phone into the case. So I just took it off here because I thought I was doing it the wrong way, and I thought you had to put the plastic on first, but that was just a stupid mistake of mine. The plastic front cover goes on top of the other part. So just bear with me while I get the case on. Now, you may remember possibly a month ago or something, I did another Survivor case review, but that was for the iPad. So basically this case is exactly the same as the iPad version. There are some slightly different design things, and the texture is nicer, but overall the case is extremely similar to the one I tested back then. So Griffin make these cases for pretty much all iOS devices, and I think they probably do it for some Samsung and other Android devices. So you'll be able to get this for iPads. I think you get it for iPods as well. So if you're the kind of person that either just likes a lot of protection or needs a lot of protection, because if you think about it, this case is going to be a lot cheaper than your phone, so paying for this protection is much better than having to pay for a new phone if you break it. Personally, I don't actually like using cases this big, but if you're the kind of person that's going to need that protection, then it's definitely the thing to get. The other good cases are the otterbox cases, which do provide a lot of protection, but it's just a kind of thing whether you like it. Okay, so I'm just trying to get the buttons into place here. So you could see there the lock button was working, but now I'm going to try and put the screen cover on. So this is the easiest part of the installation. You just simply place it on top and push down, make sure it clicks into all the corners. So I'm just gonna push it down, make sure it's all in place. That looks fine there. Okay, so now I'll just show you the buttons and everything on the case. First I'll give it a quick little drop test. So as you can see, I'm dropping it onto a solid surface happily from, I don't know, probably about half a foot, and it's coping fine. So the lock button is lined up fine and is surprisingly responsive for a case of this thickness. On the side there are no buttons. On the bottom you do have a little flap there for your lightning connector, then your headphone jack, and a small cutout for your speakers. So as you can see, there are holes in this case, so it won't be fully waterproof. Then on the side you have your cutouts for your volume switch. So I'll just unlock the phone, do my password off screen, and you can see when I push it down, it is actually surprisingly responsive as well. So I'm certainly happy with that part of it. Then you have your cutout. Now I wasn't too happy with this one. You would expect the button or the switch to be the middle of the cutout, but it was off to one side, though it was still fairly easy to press down, so no major problems there. You then have a cutout for your camera on the front, and I'll just, sorry I went on the wrong app here, I'll go on the camera app and show you how it works if it obscures in any way. So I'll just flip it round and you can see my camera there, and yep, that one works fine. And then if I flip it round, turn it down to the back, and here is one of the flaps I was speaking about. Now it is actually pretty hard to get this out, so you know, if you're using your camera a lot, this may not be the best phone for you, though you do get used to undoing that flap. So as you may be able to see here, it does not cover the camera in any way, so it will not obscure your photos with random black blobs at the side. So that is another good feature. It does work well with your camera. So overall, I think from my first look at this case, it feels good. It is well made, apart from that little plastic bit at the front that came off in postage. Though I was easily able to put that back on. If I do have any problems with that, I will do a quick case update. Okay, so overall I think this case is pretty good. It comes with some handy things like the belt clip that you can see here, which is a nice handy feature, and it is good that you can take it off if you do not want to use it. Overall the case is pretty protective, and I would recommend it if you're a clumsy kind of person. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, and also share it with all your friends. Also, if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. It does help me out a lot. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe. See you.